Welcome to You Can Cook Anything with Bob and JP. I'm JP.
And I'm Bob.
And today we're not cooking anything. We're going to eat some bananas. And we're going to show you some different bananas that you probably haven't seen in your supermarket. I don't know if you're aware, but the bananas that you get in the supermarket are one specific, I think it's a clone of a banana. And that's all that I've eaten growing up and all I've ever known as the banana. And there's a whole actual world of bananas that I had never even heard of before just recently.
And the type of banana you're used to in the store today is actually currently suffering from a blight. They're having trouble keeping it alive, and that banana crop happens to be one of the most important food crops in the entire world. And if those bananas go in a bad direction, it's going to be bad for a lot of people. So when James had the idea of doing this, I couldn't be anything but supportive.
And that blight that Bob talks about, it's actually not unprecedented, because in the early part of the century, we had very different bananas as being the most popular banana-like fruit in this country, and they were struck with a disease, and those bananas couldn't be grown anymore for the most part in the US, and bananas disappeared off of shelves all over the country until they were replaced by the current banana that you and I are most familiar with, which is called the Cavendish. That banana that originally was popularized in this country was called the Gros Michel. And we do not have a Gros Michel today to taste. We hope to have one in the future. They're not in season, and I'm on a waiting list to get some. But today we do have several other types of bananas that we're really excited to try and to tell you about.
So after we show you what they look like green and then ripened, stick around because we're gonna taste bananas. Here you'll see the bananas in their green state. We have Brazilian, Manzano, Goldfinger, Cuban green, and Pisang Raja.
Let's show you what the bananas look like now that they're ripe. Of course, that's a Cavendish. That's the kind of banana you're used to. These two bananas are Brazilian bananas. You can tell that they're Brazilian because they're so small. These bananas are called Manzano, also known as apple bananas. They're a little bit smaller than a Cavendish, actually quite a bit smaller than a Cavendish. And they've got a curve, and they're a lot wider in the middle. They're said to have an apple-y flavor. This banana is probably the one that's the most similar to a Cavendish that we have, and it's called a Goldfinger. Its shape is a little bit wider at the top and skinnier at the bottom, unlike the Cavendish, which is kind of the same all through its length. It's a bit straighter as well. These bananas are Cuban green bananas, and you can see they're quite a different shape from the Cavendish. They're very wide, almost torpedo shaped. And they had these bruises on them when they came, and I presume that this is where the bananas are clustered together. So the bananas, as they grow, the individual bananas are touching in almost like a hand together, and as they're pulled apart, they have these bruises. And this is the final type of banana that we have today. And these are called Pisang Raja bananas. And that means king of the bananas, or banana king. And you can tell they're a little bit different from both the Cavendish and the Goldfinger, just for comparison there, because they're wide, and then they kind of have a bulge at the bottom that is a little bit different. They kind of bulge out near the bottom, whereas this one is very smooth, and as you're, I'm sure, very used to, a regular banana is just kind of straight the whole way. Yeah.
All right, James, what's the first banana we're going to try that was on that list?
So on that list, I think we started out with here, I'll give you one, the Brazilian banana.
Oh.
And that is a tiny banana.
I got to tell you, it looks like a little jalapeno.
It does. It does. It looks like a pepper. It's about the size of a pepper.
Yep.
When it was green, it looked even more like a pepper. You probably saw in the photo. So let's just break it open and start to describe the difference. So the first thing I notice is it's a thinner skin than the
Yeah, it's real
Cavendish,
thin.
which is good because that means more banana in there. It's such a tiny banana. It's really cute.
It also is like, I don't know, the word dry comes to mind. It like seems drier. So we have a cut up Cavendish so we can taste these and then compare it right away to Cavendish. So
Yeah, good idea. Let's go.
cheers.
Oh,
First thing I tasted was grass.
yep. It's got a little bit of a grassy flavor. It's definitely ripe enough. The texture is different. It's not as smooth all the way through because I think this one has seeds, and I don't think Cavendish actually have seeds. So
It's considerably firmer.
yeah, it is firm.
It's sweeter.
It actually isn't dry on the inside. It did look dry on the outside. It is a little sweeter.
It's custardy.
Yeah, it's got a custardy.
Custardy, sweet. Definitely tastes a little grass right in the beginning.
Oh man, the contrast to a Cavendish
Is
striking.
incredible. Yeah.
This is more fruity. I don't know how else
It
to
is.
describe it.
It's
kinda,
well, it's got that it's got that sweet flavor to it. It's almost less banana flavor
yeah.
and more sugary flavor.
So when I tried the Brazilian, I thought, okay, this tastes a little bit different from a banana. And I tasted those same things, that kind of a freshness, a grassiness, a fruitiness, sweeter. But then when I tried the Cavendish, it tasted much different. The contrast was striking. The Cavendish is more of a, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking banana bread, but it tastes like a banana.
It has
but-
that more, I would expect banana flavor.
Yeah.
Versus the little guy who was
Oh, that was really good.
really good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, what's next? Where
So
are we
the
going
second
next?
banana we're going with is the Manzano, and got this is also called the apple banana
Oh, right.
because it's supposed to have a taste that is similar to an apple.
So should we cut that one in half?
Sure, we can try this one. Why don't you peel it and describe what's going on?
Wow, look, it's like a plantain.
Oh yeah, the skin is a little
The
bit
skin
different.
is like a plantain. It doesn't necessarily want to even come out.
Interesting. Let's try it.
Whoa, that smells funky.
It doesn't smell like a banana. It has a fresh smell.
Does it? Because I smell musk. Like musty almost.
Oh, you know what? It does. I can smell it more in the peel though.
All right, let's try it.
Oh, it does have a musty flavor, a little bit.
I'm trying to think apple. Apple?
I don't really get an apple.
I don't taste apple.
It's glistening. It's moist on the inside.
These all have a firm, the two we've had have a much firmer texture than a
Yeah.
Cavendish, which is where you get a custardy feel.
What is that flavor? It's not apple. What is that? This is the Cuban green.
All right, hold on, let me sit down.
Maybe that's why it's called green.
So this Cuban green, I finally figured out what the smell is. To me, it's a green Cavendish. Like the one that's still got green at the top and bottom, hasn't fully ripened, but the kid demands eating a banana. So you peel it open. And this is a flavor this is a smell you can easily associate with because you can just go peel a green Cavendish. You will be smelling this.
Yeah, but the texture is totally different.
Oh yeah,
So I can get today and tomorrow off.
so's the flavor.
Almost perfumey.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, this is great.
That is good. Oh, I'm so glad I did that.
It's all up to work.
I'm glad you did too.
With work and school, having it at the same time is like, like taking up so much. What did I do yesterday?
So, was there any conversation with the supplier that any of these were good cooked, or were intended?
So
to
I
be
didn't
cooked?
have a lot of back and forth with them. They
Okay.
were very friendly.
you get them from?
So these are from a company called Miami Fruit, and we'll put a link in the description so you can check it out yourself. They sent me these bananas. They packed a FedEx box full of bananas, and when
But
I
not
opened it
because
up,
you have a YouTube channel. It was just the thing you
no,
ordered, right?
no, I ordered a banana assortment, and this is what they sent me. They sent me what was in season because I was really interested in being surprised. And then when I got the bananas, I didn't know what they were, so I took a picture of them, emailed them the picture, and they got back to me right away, telling me what the bananas were. So
Take a sniff of that. There's a flavor there that I can't. It's like some kind of raw vegetable.
Yeah, it's a vegetable-y flavor. It's like a
Pumpkin. It's raw pumpkin.
Yeah.
I smell raw pumpkin.
It does smell like a squat, like a
Yes, a
squashy,
squash.
like right when you cut a pumpkin.
Yes.
It's funny. That is what that smells like.
Oh, ooh. Oh, yeah, right. That's not right. That's not
I
right.
don't think that wasn't right. That
I
wasn't
don't think I could eat that one.
That's funny because
So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat it. No, I'm not. It's really bad. I'm going to eat it.
I'm not eating the rest of it.
So, I think what we do is we throw these in the fridge.
Yeah.
Even though they're out of the skin, and we
See what
give them a
happens to
few
them.
days and see what happens to them. We don't get rid of those. That's very interesting. Those just weren't ripe yet. Okay,
that's weird.
good lesson. What do we got?
All right. So these are Cuban greens,
Cuban greens.
and it's funny because
You take the big one.
I wasn't able to find anything out really about them.
Okay.
On the internet, when I was looking up bananas online, I saw Cuban red banana, but I didn't see a Cuban green. So
Very interesting.
this is a mystery.
Soft
So to
on the
ripen
inside.
these, I put them in a paper bag with another piece of fruit, a tomato, that was ripe because I was hoping that it would help ripen them.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's go.
it feels soft.
It does. That smells like banana.
Yeah, that's intense banana, like not like the Cavendish.
I would love to make a banana.
This
ice
smells
cream
like a
with that.
banana
It
bread.
tastes like yes.
This smells like a banana ice
yeah,
cream.
that
or
big
banana
strong
bread.
banana bread flavor. Yeah.
Oh, that's ripe. Yeah, it's got a
That's wild.
intense banana flavor, very moist, very different.
I'm gonna bite it again before I say
Yeah.
what I think. Banana liqueur. It
Yeah.
doesn't taste fermented,
No, but it's
but
got
it
that,
reminds me of that.
that coating kind of flavor from banana liqueur.
Yeah, that almost bite. It almost is like a bite of banana, like almost artificial banana flavor.
Yeah. Well, and that artificial banana flavor isn't based on the Cavendish. It's based on other bananas. So
Interesting.
that seems like that would make a really good banana bread or anything you would cook, with bananas.
That Cavendish is terrible now after having
I
eaten
know.
that banana.
It's
You really you have an opportunity to get your hands on.
this is
Anyone
actually
can
making
try
me a
something.
little bit sad because
Yeah,
well, I like bananas.
All right.
But these bananas are so much different.
that's amazing. What's next on the tasting course
All right.
here?
So the next one we have only one of these, and this is a Goldfinger banana.
This one's coming right apart.
Yeah, that one was already, I think, a little bit yellow when I got it. So I was pretty sure it was going to be
And this is the what again?
Goldfinger.
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 It's
Sorry,
from
Shirley
James
Bassey.
Bond. Unbelievable. I just can't get over the fact that every single one is so different.
Yeah, this one smells like paint.
Holy
Latex
crap, you're
paint.
right.
This one tastes like candy. It's like a candy-like flavor. I don't know, less fruity, more candy-like to me. Is it candy or
It's so sweet.
like a Jello or?
It
I mean, what does candy taste like? I think it's just that it's so sweet. Yeah, it's not going to be even a comparison. You're going to be like, how is that even a banana? Even the ripest banana that I've ever had was not as sweet as this, but this isn't overripe. Like this is, the texture is exactly what you would expect from a just ripe banana.
If you had more of those, I'd fight you for them. That's insane.
That's a really good banana. Who knew?
Goldfinger right now for me is on the top. Now, granted, the one bit last banana you're about to pull out was supposed to be on the top,
Yeah,
but that Goldfinger
that was my favorite as well.
was insanely good.
Yeah, it's really sweet. but not, I don't know. All right, let's, so this banana is pisang raja or raja or
We're
raja.
not sure. If you know what to pronounce it right, leave a comment and tell us what it is. While you're down there, click subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you'll know we put new videos out.
All right, so this feels like it's ripe, but I'll peel this one.
You peel that one.
Okay, this has got a thicker skin.
We've watched the
Look
guys
how
from
yellow.
Miami peel it,
Yeah,
and it was like that when he peeled it
Yeah.
too, so I think we're safe.
and I think
Wow, look how it's like,
it's yellowish, right? Or it's also
it's
got
yellowy,
this, like,
and it's like, good, like it's,
because the skin
tendrils?
was thick, it kind of was sticking to it in a way.
it almost looks like orange peel.
Yeah.
Like it has a real pith. Chop it.
Oh, it's firm.
Is it?
Yeah. But not. Oh, look, it's orange inside. None of the other ones had a really notable color difference. This one is peach or orange inside. And really creamy looking where I cut it. I don't know if you can see the texture.
Yeah,
there.
it actually looks like, with the oranges, it looks custardy. So, again, it's got
It's got a little grassy.
little grass, little banana.
But I'm hoping it's ripe, and it looks ripe. Oh yeah. Texture is ripe. This isn't as sweet, but it's a more complex flavor than the Goldfinger. It is custardy.
I'm having trouble with the words to describe this.
Yeah.
That's a...
What I really wish I could describe is how normal, even though they taste different, how when I'm eating one of these other bananas, how kind of normal it tastes, and then I eat the Cavendish, and I'm like, oh my God, that tastes like nothing. Like that doesn't taste like anything.
Not at all.
It's shocking.
I just had to eat that one back to back to back. Every one of these was sweeter than a Cavendish. Mm-hmm. Every one of these had some type of other flavor to go with. Now, granted, the Goldfinger, by far, you find a kid who doesn't like bananas, you give him that banana, that kid's gonna like bananas.
Yeah.
I did find that this one is honestly complex. Like, I think you give that to a kid, they're gonna be like, no thanks, because they can't figure out what's going on in their mouth. But for an adult, that was insane.
We need to do the other one.
Okay.
I need to taste it again.
You know what?
Because I didn't
Out
feel
of
like,
all of them, that's the one I think I would have said the same as you. I need two of these.
Because I don't think I could sufficiently got a description of it.
No.
You know? I mean, obviously the color is striking inside.
I don't know what to tell you.
This is pathetic. I just feel like I ran out of words.
This reminds me of a banana floating in milk in my cereal, flavor-wise, compared to this.
Oh, that.
Like,
yeah.
it's muted.
Washed out flavor, yeah. If we hadn't had the Cavendish to compare, I just would not have noticed how different the bananas were, because the first thing you get is, it's a banana, but it's almost like it's the banana of your memory isn't the same as the banana that you've been eating. Because, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I totally know what you mean.
so side by side, it's like, oh, this is a really good tasting banana, but how does it compare? Then you go, holy cow, that's just not what bananas taste like. All of these were a delicious banana flavor, and especially the Goldfinger, which was like pound you in the face sweetness, but not in a bad way. Like pound you in the face, like this is a great banana. I agree with you. If I had a bunch of those, I'd be looking forward. I'd have one in my lunch every day, and I'd be looking forward to that banana.
You know, I hope if nothing else, you get from this the fact that there's not one banana. Just like when you go to the market today, there's not one apple.
Yeah. The reason that there's one is, like you said earlier, as Bob said, the grocers are trying to deliver to you a consistent product that they can get to you all year long. There's no such thing as a season anymore for these bananas, for the Cavendish banana. However, if you buy a more unusual fruit, or the fruit that you don't see all year long, that will create a demand for them. Like you can tell your grocer, hey, are you getting any more of these baby bananas? You know, try a baby banana if you like it, or some other fruit. They'll tell you what season they're getting it at. Their supplier can tell them, and they'll get the idea that that people actually want to try these things.
Yeah.
And they'll start carrying them.
Exactly. And if you are lucky enough to have an Asian market anywhere near you, they usually are carrying some of the more exotic fruit as normal because their patrons expect and demand it. So if you're anywhere near an Asian market, make sure you stop in, check out their fruit, buy a couple of things and give them a shot at home.
Yeah. Remember what Bob and I always say.
You can eat everything.
Yeah, you can eat everything.
Thanks, everybody.